Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, no see where all the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up. We giving the show, but can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate to dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can't
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 30 base.
Ready?
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by William Hayes. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
2nd and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Come on, set. 15. 15.
Exit.
Step.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. First here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let go.
Here we go. Check. Walk 54. Stay with you.
Play action. Garoppolo. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, John.
54. Watch the slap.
21.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, hut.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 12.
54. Watch the screen. Check.
12, fellas, here we go.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
They've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Garoppolo again. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw is Garoppolo. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
2. I got you.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
White.
Mike 5-4.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Check. Shift.
Garoppolo on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Here we go.
Check. Watch 54. I got it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Scarlett on the carry, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Under 10, 10, 11. You got 10. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac. But you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Go. 51. Mike 51. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Go.
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
7 to Mike. Mike 7.
Back to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Panthers.
Here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Scarlett.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Ready?
Line 54. Better print. You better print.
1, Omaha.
You better print.
12.
Line 54. Line Hunt.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. It's a foot race. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Garoppolo uncorks one for Davis. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle to Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch time. Tight end row. Everyone's got 4 down. Mike 7.
Hey, Mike 7. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Shoot. Recon, 152 fighter. Bravo.
Mike 4. Blue Dan.
Deep river.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Check.
54 is Mike.
I got you.
Check. Watch 54.
Hey, gun.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
65.
Curry. Slam.
13.
Check nickel.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it with Scarlett. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo looks to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Mike, 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
13.
Smooth. 5-4. I got one. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Quit talking about it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And Green with a catch left side. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
We got 4.
Chopper!
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hey, orbit.
7. Go, Mike, 7.
Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mike 7. Hey, next guy.
Ready? Back to throw now on first down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Foxtrot. Mike 7. Stop your whining.
Second down and inches. Evans has it left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to it, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
I know you
At
feel
the
it.
20-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
2nd and 1. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Go.
Now back to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Garoppolo now, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11. Hey, Wood.
Here I come.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Garoppolo now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
21.
Watch safety creeping.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Off to Thomas on the left side. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Michael Thomas. A gain of 13 yards.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards.
Michael Thomas. 24-yard gain on the play. And a Panther 1st down.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
We ain't giving him nothing to say. 21. Here we go. Hey, gun. 65.
Mike 5-4.
Go ahead.
Mike 5-4.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On the handoff, it's Scarlett. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Scarlett. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's back to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Check out.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Bravo. 54. Let's go one more. I got you. 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Let's go, hey, gun. 21. Give me something. Here we go. 11.
Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but he did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This a long one from 54. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Panthers have won the football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this, too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Carolina, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home. Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.